YouTube, what is up? This is your girl Jasmine J. I am back again with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you subscribe. So today's video is going to be a story time of when I dropped out of college. I'm going to be doing my makeup at the same time, so I ain't going to be looking down at my mirror. So yeah, let's get into it. I have not done my makeup in like forever. Like, what you see is what you get. I was supposed to get my lashes done, but I rescheduled my appointment. So I'm just gonna be putting mascara on. I'm not gonna be putting like false lashes or anything. And this is gonna be like a little natural beat. It's not gonna be, it ain't gonna take too long, basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so story time of when I dropped out of college. So when I say college, I'm not like saying undergrad, I'm saying grad school. So when I was in undergrad, I just knew like I was gonna do like something like within criminal justice, law enforcement. Like that was going to be what my specific job title was. And that was not the case. So I ended up, I was a criminal justice major, but I ended up working on campus as a community assistant. And that is when you work in like the residential halls, but instead of you working like, I guess maybe like during the day, we worked overnight. So most of our shifts started, when did it start? So it started at 5 p.m. and then we worked overnight until 8 a.m. And then the regular RAs, I believe they work during the day. So yeah, because you know the hall has to be controlled, or the dormitory, they have to be controlled like 24/7. So that was our job, was to oversee it during like the late nights, you know, and on the weekends too. So basically like a typical on-call shift. So I really enjoy that. And once I was a senior, I really started to enjoy like higher education. And I wasn't for sure what I was going to do after I left college. So one of my friends, shout out to Marcus, he was just advising me like, well, you need to have a plan B. So I was looking into like grad schools and stuff. And then I came up with a decision to do higher education. I applied to some colleges. I got some reference letters. I did my personal statement, y'all. Like, I was doing all of this. Dang, I haven't done makeup in forever. Okay, so I was doing like all of this, and I ended up getting accepted into, should I say the school? No, because I don't know y'all like that. No, I'm playing. So I ended up getting accepted into a school, and I was pretty excited. I kind of was shocked because I had already had like, I think I only had one denial, because I told myself I'm only applying to like these 3 schools, and I applied to one school that was out of state. I didn't get accepted to that one, but I actually did not even want to go to that one. And then it was a second school that I applied to, and I wanted to get accepted into that one because I really didn't want to be too far from home. And that is the one I got accepted into. And then the third one was out of state too, but I think that one was like a hybrid one where I would just go, like I'll do online classes and I can do be in the classroom too. So I ended up getting accepted to the one that I really wanted to do. So I really did like that. And then what happened? Then they told me that everyone in the cohort needed to get an assistantship. So I'm like, oh, okay. So an assistantship is basically like a job that is going to give you work experience in your field. So like you can put that on your resume, and then whenever you go and apply for these jobs, like you will already have experience. So that was a plus. And like, ooh, they are like really like trying to make sure that I get a job. So I had to apply to one. I did an interview. I honestly just felt like I didn't know, like, I don't know, I just felt like I was just rolling with the punches, but like I was there in that present moment, but I was not there. Like I can't explain it. But so I applied to one, I had an interview, did not get that one. So the second place that I interviewed was at a university, and the title was a college life graduate assistant. I ended up getting that job, and there I was basically doing like residential life duties. So what that entails is like I was supervising about 3 people who were resident assistants. I would be on call. So they'll call me if anything was like if anything was to come up, like someone's smoking in their room, or someone's having a party, or you know, something going on in a dormitory. So that was pretty cool. I really did like that they provided me with housing too, and a stipend. So that was actually amazing. And mind you, I was kind of like a little behind when it came to like getting an assistantship and getting accepted into school, because I found out after I graduated my undergrad that I was accepted into the school. So that means like that was sometime in May. So that's kind of pretty late when you think of like the admissions process. And then like trying to get your ducks in a row, because I thought like I was gonna have to like move to the area and get like my own apartment. And when that assistantship came through, I ended up moving to 30 minutes away from that area, staying at another university because I was working at that university getting job experience. So yeah, that's how that works. That I would say the school that I went to, they really did like prepare their students, because the first day when I went there, they stated that everyone that graduated already basically had jobs, and they made sure that they had jobs. So I really like how they like set everyone up for success. So I was going to school Monday through Wednesday. My classes were from like 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. but they were once a week. And then sometimes like one of my classes we didn't have to go. Like he'll tell us like just do like a blackboard discussion, and then like you don't gotta go to class. Like this is what class is gonna entail that day. So that was pretty cool. But I really only stayed at that school for a month and a half. Actually, y'all, only did like, yeah, it was a month and a half, because I started August 4th and then I left this school in mid-September. And the reason why I left is because I just felt like I wasn't ready for like these real responsibilities, like this, I don't know, like I just was not ready. Like I don't think I was in the right headspace. I think I was just trying to like get like a plan B involved in my life, and then like after college, like, you know, that was like my plan, like to go to graduate school. And I think I was trying to get my ducks in a row because I didn't have anything going for me. Like I didn't have like a job lined up or anything like that. So it was just like grad school. But I honestly like really wasn't ready for grad school. I really wasn't. I wasn't prepared for like the work that I was gonna have to do. I really just wanted to like take a break. Like once I realized like I'm not about to do this, I need to take a break. I kind of like I just stopped going, and I reached out to my teacher. Well, yeah, teachers, and I let them know like, hey, I'm no longer gonna be like a part of the program. Thank you for everything. And then of course they want to have a meeting with me, blah, blah, blah. So I explained to them, like, I just feel like I'm not ready. I feel like I'm not prepared, and I just don't really want to continue on with going to school. So, mind you, since I am not going to be going to school anymore, the position that I had as a college life graduate assistant, I most likely, I thought that I could probably maybe still work, but nah, they was like, since you're not in grad school, like you can't work here anymore. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem. I just didn't know like how that was gonna work out anyway, but I didn't have like any hard feelings about it because I knew like that was an assistantship, and like if they had like another job for me, I would have been happy to do that too, but they didn't, which was fine. And then I explained to them like my reasons and stuff, and they worked with me. They just wanted to make sure like that, you know, like what's your plan after you leave here? Like, you know, are you gonna go back home, or like do you need to stay here for like the end of the month? And that's what I ended up doing. I think I left school mid-September, so I think I left like the job around that same time too. That they gave me until the end of the month, but I had already made a decision just to move back to where I went to undergrad. So that's what I ended up doing. Trying to get my lashes right. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And then, basically, I just had to start working. So that is when I started working for an insurance company. And I was working 2 jobs at that point in time. I ended up getting my own apartment. Like, the struggle was real. So, like, especially when it came to like getting furniture and stuff and just starting from the bottom. But I made it through. And I've been living like on my own like since that day, basically. Well, actually, I was living on my own. Yeah, I've been living on my own. But it's just amazing to see how far that I came, because when I left grad school, it was like, okay, Jasmine, like you're not gonna go back home, so what are you gonna do? So that's when I ended up moving to Durham. Sorry, y'all, my camera is about to die. So I'm gonna try to make this quick. My makeup is horrible. Yeah, so that's when I like ended up moving to Durham, and then I just been working ever since. And I never went back to higher education, even though sometimes I do think about it still. I never went back. And then, as you all know now, I work in criminal justice because I ended up going back to school, and I ended up getting my master's at Walden University in 2019. So now I am working in the criminal justice field and working with kids and their families. But I just say all of that to say, like, school is always going to be there. At that point in time, like, it really wasn't for me. But a couple of years later, like, I was able to go ahead and complete like that process, just at my own timing and at my own pace as well. So you don't have to do it like as soon as you get out of school. Like, you can work, you can enjoy life, you can get like some real adult experiences too in that process, and then determine, like, you know, if you want to go back. A lot of people go back to school late. I think there was somebody in my class and like they were kind of like older and they were in school. A lot of people like to change their professions, and sometimes it requires education. A lot of people just want to also like reach the accomplishment and say that they did it, and that was something that I wanted to do too. I wanted to say that I at least did it. I knew I could, but I wanted to prove it to myself as well. So that is another reason. But that is my story. I know people will be like, oh, I didn't know that you went to grad school beforehand. Like, yeah, I did, and I dropped out. But I learned about, like, a lot about myself during that time. And what I learned most was to take it easy. It's not a race. If you're not comfortable with something, you need to let everybody know, because you're not going to be stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. So I'm glad I was able to, you know, learn that about myself, and just was able to get out of that situation. Now look at me. Alright, I'm gonna do the hair part later. I'm gonna do it later, cause yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry if I keep messing up. I feel like I got a lot of spit in my mouth, but at least it's authentic. But yeah, make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe, share if you care, and until next time, you guys, bye. I have that job because I'm speaking in present tense, but, well, past tense, I don't know. Okay, let me start over. I don't know, what am I trying to say? So the job was a college life graduate assistant that I applied for. I don't know, what am I? Now I gotta start over and I don't know where I finished.